What's up, Kart Lifers? Sammy D here. You guys have blown up my Mario Kart 8 soundtrack reaction videos, and I decided to do a Viewer's Choice edition. This is from the whole library of Nintendo soundtracks, and you guys commented with over 350 music suggestions, even more than that, because a lot of you did tons of them. Today we are reacting to the most liked comments. Now, I cut it off at like double-digit likes, so 10 likes and above. All the rest, I really want to listen to them also. Maybe we can do a live stream sometime. I go through all the rest of them, or as many as I can at some point soon. Here are, without further ado, the most liked, requested soundtracks from Nintendo's history for me to react to. I can't wait to see what we have here, so let's take a look. First up from Millie, one of my longtime Kart Life viewers and members and fans, we have from Animal Crossing New Leaf. So I've never played this, I've only played a couple though, maybe the first Animal Crossing a little bit, and then of course New Horizons. But Millie requested a few different ones and I asked for her favorite. We're going to go to the 11 p.m. hour. I'm imagining this is going to be nice and relaxing and ambient, an interesting way to kick off the video today. So let's see what we have here. I feel like I should turn the light off. Nice. Oh man. It made me cry. Ooh, major key. Okay. I'm gonna try to let these play through a little bit more because a lot of people want me to not stop so much. Gorgeous. We have like a electric guitar, an acoustic guitar, a woodblock. You could simulate this with like 3 or 4 musicians and a tambourine. Oh, a little alternate here. And we're going into a second part. Oh, that's nice. Almost Zelda-esque there. Here we go. It's still going. Man, the middle of the night Animal Crossing music from whatever game, it's just so beautiful. Ooh, nice. I love how that, so this is looping now, so I'm going to go back and just show you how it goes back into the main theme. So we go into the second section that's just these piano chords. The piano chord is moving from the higher chord to the lower chord, and the bass is moving from lower to upper. And it cuts off right with that tambourine hit. I love that you have the sustain of the piano, right? So check it out. Everything's holding, and you have the wood block. Check it out. That is really, really nice. Thank you, Millie. That was a beautiful way to kick this off. I love like ambient, relaxing, beautiful music. I know Animal Crossing has a lot of it, so that was a great choice. Next up, we're going to a comment from Andre Torres. And this is from Mario and Luigi Dream Team. All I know is that the Mario and Luigi game soundtracks, I haven't played the games, which is weird because I'm a big Mario fan, but I love listening to the soundtracks when we're doing like my live streams and stuff. So I expect great things from this Dream Team soundtrack. This is going to be the Antasma theme. And I'm assuming this is the final Antasma battle theme is what they mean here. This is 2 minutes, 50 seconds. I don't know if it loops or not. Let's check this out. It's gonna go hard, I think. Okay, we're going hard. Melody played with viola. I'm gonna take this in and then comment. Ooh. Cool B section. Wow. We have choral voices. We have all the electronic stuff underneath. We have strings. Wow, organs. These really fast 30-second notes in the background. This kind of Zelda-esque and Mario Kart-esque too. Going into a halftime feel. The kids love the halftime. Anytime a halftime beat drops, people are gonna love that. Back into the main bit. Very classical influenced chord progression. Drums a little bit more evolved this time around, a little more snare drum fills. There's just 30-second notes going. Ooh, a little funky harpsichord. Yeah, funky clav. That's like Stevie Wonder, like on the most caffeine possible as a child video gamer. Man, this is crazy. It's so fast. Each section seems to build on the last. It's just a soaring viola melody here. I love the pads. Any kind of synthesized choir pads that are going on in the background. I love that. That's wild, this breakdown. The organs. Big low bass notes. Back into the halftime. So I think this is looped. Pretty epic. Very cool. I really can't wait to hear more of the Dream Team soundtracks. There might be another one actually in this video we're doing today. So thank you, Andre, for this suggestion. Oh my gosh, it's time for Shy Guy Kart, guys. Getting in the mix with some Splatoon action. Now, I've heard some Splatoon soundtracks. I'd heard that the Splatoon soundtracks were great, even though I haven't played the games that much. I've played them a little bit, not too much. But I'd heard the soundtracks were great, and I've heard people tell me if you like Mario Kart music, you're gonna like Splatoon. So I'm really new to this world of soundtracks, so this is gonna be exciting to hear. I think this is not the only Splatoon one in this video either. But Shy Guy Kart, fellow Mario Kart YouTuber, came in with this one, Title Rush. Let's check it out. Wow, almost the same tempo as the last one. We have a lot of fast drum and bass stuff. So we have these vocals in Splatoon that I think are like fake language. There's not a real words being spoken. It's almost like the KK Slider idea. So another, like I said, real fast drum and bass kind of influence beat. This is like a pop song from an alien planet. I mean, I guess that's what essentially you have here with Splatoon. It's like a music from another world, pop music from another world. Just kind of mumbling. Oh, we have a key change. Wow, we have stereo effect of two different vocals. If you wear this in headphones, they're coming at me in both ways. I mean, we need this to be played in the Kart Live Dance Club, I think. We need to all have a dance night, a dance club party. I'll DJ, I'll drop this in. Ooh, you even have the record scratch going in reverse there. Some big symphonic orchestra swells here. The flutes. Oh. Oh, that's sick. I love it sampled. You hear the break. I have to go back. I don't normally do this, but check this out. So I love the flute parts, first of all. Oh, that's it. Right there, a little gap in between. This is like they're sampling an orchestra playing that riff, but they're just hitting that button each time, and it doesn't quite last the length of the bars. I love that effect. Ooh, cool brass line there. Cool, like lower brass coming in with like almost like a New Orleans counterpart. This is really throwing everything in, and it's hard to describe. It's hard to describe. It kind of transcends. Whoa, the French horns. That's a classic French horn move. We're back into the main melody here. It's a pretty epic song. But yeah, it kind of defies categorization, defies genre. Splatoon is really good at that. There's not a lot of reference points. I can't sit here and tell you, this comes from this comes from that. But if someone in the audience, in the comments, wants to tell me, I'm all ears. I like these big breaks. Oh, this part is sick. I mean, with again, the reverse record scratching. Great. Drum and bass. That's a classic drum and bass, like delaying that snare drum hit there. All right, Shy Guy Kart, thanks for the comment, man. That was awesome. This is gonna be fun. It's from Miitopia. I actually don't know Miitopia. I really wish I played Miitopia. I really want to at this point. I've heard enough good things about it. But I listened to the Miitopia music when we had the Me Tour last year. So I love the Miitopia music that I heard when I was making my video last year. I just put some Miitopia music in the background. So let's check this one out. This is the skyscraper battle. This is the one we are landing on. Again, you guys love this same tempo drum and bass stuff. These could all go seamlessly together. I need to make like a mega mix of these. Wow, guys. You guys like the music that you put on in your car, you go for a night drive with that top sound, right? Roll down the window, put the top down, turn on those neon dash lights, the skyscraper. I have no context for what this is even in the game. Cool. Dun, 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 dun. That sounds like the acoustic guitars in Britney Spears' Toxic right there. Or not Toxic, but Justin Timberlake, Like I Love You. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Oh, cool. Those like, what do you call it? Like high energy piano with lots of reverb on it. I'm still blown away that all of these songs so far could have been a continuous mix. I feel like I should DJ them all going together. Ooh, cool counterpart. Ooh, nice B section. Big hits. Symphony coming in with the lead line here. Ooh, a harmony. Accents from the rhythm section. Great drum fill. The drums build up. I just have to go back. The drums build up. They're doing normal like 16th notes, and then in electronic music they speed up right there at the end. That's funny. And here's the drop. Oh man, that little drum fill going in. I love little tiny drum fill samples. This is crazy. I think we're looping now, and this is really cool. I love the role that the acoustic guitars have played in all of these so far. There's been a common theme. Drum and bass, drum beats. You guys love it. You guys love stuff right in this exact tempo range. These are all basically the same tempo. So acoustic guitar playing a role either for percussion or chords. We've heard that, and then we've heard like orchestral strings. And then in some cases, orchestral brass, orchestral, winds, flutes and stuff, combined with the synth stuff. It's a great effect to have these orchestral, symphonic, real instruments, even though these are not maybe real in the recordings, but combined with the electronic elements. Oh, I love that little synth line that only appears there. And this B section is just so great. It's like an instrumental pop song without the lyrics. I think that's why we like video game music, because it's like pop music but instrumental in a lot of ways. In a lot of cases, you don't have to worry about lyrics. You don't have to have that distraction of a specific lyric that a singer is singing about. You just enjoy the melody for the melody alone. All right, vibing on this. That was actually from Heavy Eye Funny 24. Let's go now into Crazy's comment, which is from Miitopia, King's theme. Okay, King's theme. Little King Mario shout out. Got to get that out there. Let's check it out. Here is Crazy's pick. Oh, a vocal. Whoa. That's so loud. Crazy, did you like overdub this on top of it? That's really funny. Because by itself, without the bop bop bop, this wouldn't be that memorable of a track, probably. That's really funny. I can see why this would have a specific nostalgic connotation to those who have played the game, because I don't have the context for this scene. Who is the guy bumming? Is it the king himself in Miitopia? Crazy also requested some battle music, but we just don't have time, so the skyscraper reaction will have to suffice. Okay, now from Victor Hedgehog, we're going all the way back to Pokemon Black and White. He suggested some of the town themes, and this is Accumula Town. This is a little different. Boom. We're going back to a much more limited palette of what the composers had to work with at the time. It's on Nintendo DS. Ooh. Oh, okay. Y'all holding back on us there. The kick drum almost feels like a little tiny island hand drum. It's obviously like an island vibe. I'm sure it's like a beach town or something. I never played Black and White. So, Ooh, yeah. It's meant to simulate an upright bass there, a flute playing the lead, and acoustic guitar. Acoustic guitar in all of these, and now the beat comes back in. That, the little arpeggios is what you call the on the acoustic. Very Mario Kart-esque, kind of reminds you of Koopa Beach or something like that. So yeah, I know for a lot of you guys, these soundtracks have such nostalgia to the games that you played, and you were probably obsessed with this game. I don't have the attachment to the game, so I'm coming in totally blind and hearing this just as the music. But when you attach it to the game itself, it has a whole other meaning to a lot of you guys, I'm sure. Okay, we have one from Kian now, a longtime viewer, and got a lot of love for a track from a game that got a lot of love from you guys in this poll. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, a recent game, and you guys have loved this soundtrack. There were a lot of comments, and we're gonna have a couple from this game. So here we go. From Kian, we have Running Through the New World. A classic. Very inspired by Mario and Mario Odyssey to have the, I just have to pause it for a second. This kind of fast marching snare, it feels like you're flying. Definitely by the time you got to like Mario Galaxy and Mario Odyssey, you heard a lot of this. My favorite piece from Mario Odyssey is this one. This is my favorite for that soaring marching snare drum. It's got just a floating, beautiful, propulsive, like lighter than air feeling to it. And then you have the long melodies soaring over whatever, they are. I mean, I'm kind of singing the Mario melody in my head right now. This is definitely inspired by those. You have harp, the little high notes. And it's going to be violin playing the melody, or let's see what they do here. Let's hear the melody. Oh, it's a flute. Oh, and it goes to a little polka all of a sudden. Okay. Oh, I'm getting the Studio Ghibli vibes. I'm getting Major Joe Hisaishi vibes. Oh, that chord right there, very Japanese. Who composed this? And now the violin takes the lead. I'm just looking up the composer. Okay. Full-on symphony with symphonic drums. We have a modulation to a new key. We have 4 composers on this game. Ooh, running up that marimba. We've heard that in Mario Kart reactions. Wow, the brass is getting involved. This is the entire symphony going here. And again, I think Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey inspired this kind of big adventure soundtracks with a real symphony orchestra, moving more away from the electronic stuff that we always have attached to video games. This is epic. We have some hits. Oh wow. It's it never stays in one groove for too long. It goes back and forth between that little kind of polka dance, pop beat, and then some with just like hard punctuations on these, which kind of like inspires you to move and dart and duck around and fight and get into combat and interact with the game, so you're not just kind of tuning out. Ooh, I love that part right there. The orchestration here. And when I say orchestration, I mean, what did the composer decide to assign to all of these melodies? So you have all these parts you hear, and the orchestration would be, okay, well, I want the flutes specifically to play this. In fact, I want this many flutes to play it. Then I want the oboes to double this. I want the trombones to double this part, and the violas to double the oboes on this part. How you break it all up, how you orchestrate it, has major effects. And you have things going on in different registers, in the higher timbres and the lower timbres, all kinds of textures and qualities. I mean, this is just a really well-studied, beautiful arrangement. Right here at the end, when it opens up, feel how this opens up and you hear the light tinkling instruments right here. And you have a few things providing that. The flutes, That's got that floaty flying feeling too. And then you have the bells, ding, 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 little like beautiful chimey things. And again, very Studio Ghibli influence. To me, Joe Hisaishi of Studio Ghibli composed all the great Miyazaki movies. I'm sure a lot of you guys know. He is the GOAT to me. He is the best composer alive. And this stuff seems definitely influenced by Ghibli. And of course, the Nintendo soundtrack, classical soundtrack, is going to be influenced by Ghibli. So thanks, Kian. That was awesome. I think I'm just going to go right into the other Kirby one. And it's one of 2 requests from Maxi, actually. So shout out to Maxi, one of my Whale Captain members, getting in here with 2 20+ like comments. So let's keep on the Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Maxi wants Northeast Frost Street. Let's check out what this sounds like. So same game, same composers. Oh. Whoa. Yo. Oh. Okay, I gotta stop. This is really up my alley. What I love about it right off the bat is the drum sound. So there's how a drum set sounds there. Is it electronic drums? Is it real drums? This feels like real drums, but the way that the drum set is recorded and mixed and EQ'd in particular, the effect on it, it's very like dampened and muted. This is what you can do with an equalizer, get the drums sounding like this. You hear that? It almost sounds like it's on an old cassette tape. I love that. But then everything else is hi-fi. The drums are lo-fi, everything else is hi-fi. And now the drums suddenly become prominent. So listen for them going, and I don't like the term lo-fi versus hi-fi, because to me, lo-fi used to mean just kind of like crappy, right? Like recorded on a little Walkman or whatever, and it's not good fidelity, not good quality. You can have a lo-fi character of a instrument now in a hi-fi way, because I mean that sounds great. There's nothing that sounds bad about that. It just sounds awesome. So watch as this grows and it becomes a hi-fi drum set. So this is in a slow 6/8. It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feel. Oh man, a lot of ghost notes, drum and bass inspired. Bass is punctuating. Ooh. Okay, nice electric guitar. You guys know I'm more on the electric guitar, but that's a nice use. Very jazzy. Wow. Nice doubling of... I can't tell if that's a synth or a wind instrument. Now we have some pizzicato strings. Pizzicato is when it's just like plucked, like plop, plop, maybe almost plucked pizzicato strings. A lot of doubling. God, the electric guitar parts are so dreamy and cool. This is amazing. Great soundtrack. I might play this game just for the soundtrack. Man, geez, so much going on. The piano. Oh, I love that little moving up one chord right there. And that down. Calling and response. The guitar is doing the melody and the strings. Ooh. Oh. They're not done. They're not done. Oh, the little break in the strings. Oh, that was so hot. Oh. Oh, those little breaks. Oh, the drums doing these fast fills. My favorite soundtrack of the day. Favorite soundtrack of the day. Wow. I'm just sitting back and enjoying. Sorry. Ooh. Ooh, nice. Little guitar harmonies, some major chords thrown in there. Ooh, I love that resolve, that resolution. You really hear those bells, they really cut through on the higher register. Man. Oh, damn. How cool is it? Just the effect of everything cutting out, and you hear some reverb blasting over, and the drums continue. And there's a cool part here. What is that? It's like temple bells, church bells, tubular bells. You can call them any of these things. And it's almost like there's remnants of like barely hitting the bells. They're not really in harmony with the song. It's a cool effect. See if you can hear that. That's just a really nice touch I'm noticing. Here we go. And you have an orchestral cymbal swell there too. What's up with Northeast Frost Street? What's happening on this street? It's like the coolest, vibiest street ever. Damn, Maxi, coming in with the big one. That was cool. That was my favorite so far. And we go right into another one from Maxi. So I'm already trusting Maxi's taste here really well. Of course, everything's been great. But the next up is another one from Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Okay, like I said, not our last time we'll be hearing from this score. And here we are, another one. It's going to be Dreamy Somnon Labyrinth. I don't know what that is. I haven't played any of these games. You guys happen to pick things I've never played before, which is really fun. And I'm now curious to see how these songs tie to the games they come from. All right. I like it. Ooh, that bass. Ooh, synth bass. First a long note, and a little rhythm. This is so cool. I love the high string. I wish I could isolate these parts and show them to you. The high string pads. It's very like Italian horror. This reminds me of Goblin and the great Italian horror film soundtracks that I love so much. I love that stuff. It's very creepy, very European, very Italo, very trancy. You hear an influence of these classic 80s synthesizer film scores. You hear this throughout popular culture now, ever since like Stranger Things and movies like Drive and scores by Cliff Martinez and others. Now this is just haunting. When it goes down to the harp, that's really effective. Come back in with the synthesized drum beat. Cliff Martinez, a composer who does stuff that sounds a lot like this. If you want to check out more like this, particularly his scores for Drive and Only God Forgives. Oh, I love that rising. I love that rising string line. It's a little delayed. Delay. I love that. Those rising strings, they don't come right on the downbeat. They come right after the downbeat. It creates a trancy feeling. A little triplet piano line. There's a lot going on. You can actually remix this song in an upbeat version. It would sound pretty cool on the dance club. On the dance club. What am I? On the club floor. On the dance floor. Ooh. That was cool. New little element. We're still not looping. This is a nice long track. That's a cool little melody on that part. Okay, Maxi, thank you for the awesome recommendations. And next up, it's Rosa Lubite, a user on YouTube who has recommended a track from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So we're going to be listening to Dialga's Fight to the Finish. Okay. Going back to a more primitive array of sounds, and you have those, you know, in this soundtrack, in the earlier games, they're trying to do what you're hearing in the Kirby soundtracks. They're trying to have a full symphonic orchestra. They're doing their best to emulate that, simulate that, but they just didn't have the resources at the time. So if you heard this remade, it would sound something like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, but here you just have a primitive version. We're gonna have another drum and bass drum beat. It's building. Yep. There's almost no bass drum tone. Oh, it's in there somewhere. It's doing it. It's not doing just like a boom, 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 boom. You would expect that. Boom, boom, boom. This is cool. These are all awesome. These are all awesome soundtracks. You have a lot of the acoustic guitar doing the, like, it's almost like a Spanish influence, almost like flamenco influence guitar parts, Latin influence. Japanese composers really love Latin music. I've noticed that throughout the Mario games, the Mario Kart games, especially like SNES Super Mario Kart. Going down to some more plucked pizzicato strings. Ooh. Ooh. Flutes and like a piano trading off lines there. Ooh. Ooh. Cool. Cool. I love the beats just like keeping this, it's resisting the urge to go full four on the floor. That's what most arrangements of this would have done by now. Just drop that kick drum, but they're not. They're just keeping it like this. It creates a nice like suspense. And the strings are just holding those pads. I love Pokemon. I'm wearing my Pokemon shirt, but my history with Pokemon is interesting. I actually didn't get into Pokemon until playing the N64 Pokemon Snap like 6 years ago. That's kind of how I learned about Pokemon, and I always wanted to play Snap. It was amazing. It's still one of my favorite games ever now, and that's how I learned who all the Pokemon were. Then I started playing. I went back and played the original on Game Boy, and of course Pokemon Go, and now the new games like Arceus and whatnot. New Pokemon Snap. So I haven't played the breadth of the past Pokemon actual adventure games and battle games that you guys all probably know, but this was really cool. So a little taste of Pokemon today. Oh gosh, we got more Splatoon, Anarchy Rainbow, and this is recommended by Agent O Games. From Splatoon 3? Oh, I know this one. Oh, I know this one. This is iconic. Who doesn't know this? Such an iconic song. Yeah, this has come up plenty of times on YouTube or Nintendo Radio. It's so cool. Wow, I love like but there's just so many global influences in this. A little saxophone back in there. Wow. They really did capture the feeling of, like I said earlier, like almost like an alien planet where they're taking so many global music influences together. A lot of Asian instruments, African instruments, and again like Latin music, South American music. Any beat, I guess this would be like a reggaeton beat. You hear this prominently here. The brass is coming in. They have group vocals, even though I don't know what they're saying or what language they're speaking. Timbales are in there, a big Latin percussion instrument. This track has already evolved a lot from the beginning of the track. You have the whistles, go-go bells, you have a crowd of people. Yep, very Latin American influence. Oh yeah, it's funny, like, because when this song first starts with this melody, and you have a little synth in there, I don't quite hear it as a big like Latin American like street festival song, but that's kind of what it ends up becoming. So much cool instrumentation in there. Okay, wow. So the next one's from Xenoblade Chronicles, and I know two things about Xenoblade Chronicles. I've never played a Xenoblade game, and everyone tells me the soundtracks are goated. So let's check this out. There's going to be Brilliant Wings from Xenoblade Chronicles 3, recommended and requested by Mantra. Let's go. Mess me up. Very live band. I'm a little worried about the amount of electric guitar. Wow. This is literally like everything, including the kitchen sink thrown in. Sax. Alright, I see what you guys are doing to me. Yeah, this is the full Mario Kart 8 style, I will say. The full big band, brass, piano, live drums, electric guitar, full horn section. Ooh, it's a disco vibe. Now, I would not expect this from Xenoblade Chronicles. When I think of that game, I don't even know what Xenoblade really is. I'm exposing all of my lack of knowledge of video games in front of you guys today. But this is very disco influenced. Ooh. This would be fun as hell to play on a drum set, I'm not gonna lie. Nice. Third section, I believe. I feel like most of this video I'm just sitting here nodding my head. I don't know if that's entertaining to you guys or not. I'm trying to not stop the music as much. And it's so rapidly moving and developing, these themes and these sections. Ooh. Interesting. I have to stop there. Right on the 7. That's a nice, unexpected chord. I like unexpected things. I don't want it to sound just like a... Oh my god. Another round with the sax solo. I mean, this is a certain type of very hi-fi, very polished, very well-executed jazz fusion big band music. It's just not the kind of jazz I would listen to. When I listen to jazz, I love like chill, like trio, piano trio, whatever. It's very over the top. I can appreciate it for sure, but it has got that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe vibe going on for sure. And I think someone even warned me about that going into this. Ooh, cool little line. How long is this just... It's still going. Ooh. Ooh. No, I love that piano styling. That's good. Wow. There's that 7 again. We got the wah-wah pedal. The wah-wah pedal, I mean, they're throwing a lot of like cheesy stuff in here. They're not ashamed of it, but a wah-wah pedal does have that kind of dated, cheesy quality. You think of like a kung fu movie or like a 70s cop movie here. Very cop movie from the 70s. You can see this over the opening of like a TV show in Japan in the 70s. Nice. Wow, okay, I gotta just pause for a second and try to get everything else in here. So thank you for that recommendation. I feel bad if that's my least favorite of the day. It's still cool. It's just got that, it's got a little bit of that cheese on it. It's cheesing a little bit, but that's okay. You do it. You do you cheese it up. Okay, Grookey for Smash wants Gangplank Galleon from Smash Ultimate. Now, I'm pretty sure I know this song. Let's check out the version from Smash Ultimate because, once again, video game confessions. I don't really play Smash. Here we go. Oh. Wow. Wow. The beat, it's just... Boom. It just sped up. What the heck just happened? It just sped up. I think it just sped up like 2 BPM. I'm just trying to give you guys the faces you want. Very cool. Very cool. We're really grooving. We're really chugling here. Brass with that real cool shaky vibrato. Very military here with the snare drums. Cool. I love the shaker. This is awesome. I need to mix all these together. I think this is still in that same tempo from the earlier songs that you guys requested. Okay, we dropped out the 4 on the floor kick drum, which is... Ooh, I love that chord choice. That was cool. Who is that? Who's talking to me? What was that, Funky Kong or somebody? What is that? I gotta get into this. Is that the king from Miitopia? That's why you guys wanted this for the halftime, isn't it? Yeah, that halftime drop never fails. People love it. People love it. As a drummer, I actually have kind of stopped doing that because it's such an easy way to get the audience to just like go crazy, drop that halftime. This is crazy. Key change up one step. Very nice lift. Wow, those trumpet high notes. And now we're back. Really cool. Very amped up, very cool track. Thanks for the recommendation. And we go now to Paper Mario Color Splash. I got a lot of requests from different Paper Mario games. A lot of them didn't get the 10 likes or more, but I really want to hear all the other Paper Mario soundtracks now because you guys know I love Origami King, which we're still getting to today. In this video, we have Origami King to come. But first, from Paper Mario Color Splash, Bangkok Rush fan 5320 wants the world map theme, and I couldn't find exactly which world map they were referring to, so this is the world map medley. Let's just take a little bit of a needle drop into this and check it out. All right, we got our first swinger of the day. It's like this tempo, but they almost have the halftime beat. Almost like that's the beat. That's the backbeat. You hear the metallic strings. You hear a lot of human touch here, even though it's probably simulated. Wow. Great bass playing. You have hi-hat and shaker. There's a human element here. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. I love piano stuff. So you guys really, if you want the way to my heart, it's just piano. Oh. So restrained and chill, laid back. So in the pocket. The bass player is the drummer, basically. The drummer is just kind of like going along, right? The bass player is the one that's really given the syncopation, the punctuation. What a cool. That's a guitar and a. Is it a voice too? No, it just sounds like someone going. This is so fun. The Paper Mario music is so unique. It's always so unclassifiable as well. It's just fun. It's just fun and chill, and it's always relaxing. Even the battle music. So is this like developing as it goes? Is that the deal? It's the world map medley, so we have the marimbas going now. What does this sound like later if we skip forward? I feel like this just builds and builds. How's it get to this? You know, we're bringing in more and more instruments, the brass. And toward the end, I guess each level there's just more and more. Wow, we have synths coming at the end. Amazing. So this is where we end up, and remember, we started all the way back with just this. I love that. I love when the world maps build as they go. You know, you're getting further along in the game, more experience, more under your belt, and they just kind of bring in elements. I feel like the Yoshi games do that really well as well. We go right into a Origami King track that you guys know I love. It's the Autumn Mountain battle theme. I got so many requests for the battle themes from Origami King, and we listen to Origami King on stream all the time when we do the grind on Tuesdays. So come out and hear some Mario Kart, or watch some Mario Kart and listen to some Nintendo radio with us. I love the Origami King soundtrack. I've used the Autumn Mountain fall Japanese style area of this game and soundtrack in a lot of my videos. So yeah, I love this track. All these different Japanese instruments, and the cool thing about the battle music, the way they have developed themes in this game from the circular battle puzzles, but they have each area, the battle music kind of adapts to that setting with different instrumentation. That's really cool. And I love also when it goes down to just like the battle music with just like the piano and bass and drums. Without the melodies and all the electric guitars, of course. And maybe that's why I like the On a Mountain version. It's not as much like heavy metal. It's just more like global sounding, Asian sounding. Almost like a Ninja Hideaway type of thing. I mean, what else can I say? And finally, the most requested song of the entire day, Acing Games requests from Splatoon. By far the most liked request, Calamari Incantation. Ooh, tuning in on the radio. Oh, I'm just gonna vibe. Is that okay? You guys vibe, I vibe. We'll talk in a second. Oh. Ooh. No wonder you guys recommended this. The vocals are amazing, that there's no lyrics. It also feels kind of like K-pop and J-pop influence, like if you were at this concert. Like again, you want to be at this pop concert, right? And I think there's concerts in Splatoon. I think it's part of the story. I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm ignorant about Splatoon. And I'm ignorant about all these games, apparently. You guys all pick games I don't know. But this is great. This feels like you're at that concert. You know, just dancing. And you can see the spotlights, the huge production, the huge stage, the pop star on stage. It's got that feeling to it. Got the little falling synth lines and arpeggios going on the 30-second notes. Ooh. Love that descending bass line. The holes. Listen for where people don't play. This is always as a drummer and you're part of a rhythm section. Learning what notes to leave out, to leave little holes in pockets. That's what gives it those. See that fuzzy synth bass? When it cuts out, that's what gives it the impact. That's what's so cool about it. A banger, there's no other way to describe it. And as we say goodbye, I'd like to send this one out to Kareem J. Kanye East. Kareem the Dream, one of my whale captains, requested this one as well, and I gotta slide my whale captain in there. Even though I didn't get double digits likes, special mention for Gerudo Valley from the Ocarina of Time as we head into Tears of the Kingdom weekend, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely not as informed on these songs, and I don't have the history of the games, but I hope you still enjoyed my raw reaction to some of the musical stylings. Love the Kirby stuff so much. Love the Splatoon stuff so much. Excellent recommendations from everyone. And let's do a live stream and just listen to more of this music sometime. How's that sound? Okay, thanks for tuning in today, guys. See you on the next video, whenever it may be, for more Mario Kart Tour coverage and Mario Kart 8 coverage. And I'm gonna go play some Zelda, so I'm gonna be laying back on YouTube a little bit, avoiding spoilers, and just enjoying this game. So happy Tears of the Kingdom weekend. I'll see you guys later.